Hi, welcome back to day 15 of our 30 challenge. I'm Abby, and today we're reading from Acts 7 and 8 and 1 Peter 4 and 5. And my thought process went more to 1 Peter 4 and 5, so that's mostly what I'm going to be talking about. But I think it's cool because everything talked about in 1 Peter 4 and 5, like Acts is examples of everything talked about in 1 Peter. So I think that's cool. But this talks a lot about suffering for being a Christian. And so a little cool God thing is that, so my mom and dad are still at Vanderbilt right now. And I called to talk to my mom this morning. And we talked about something that I'm going through right now that is, it is very similar to this. And obviously it's not as bad, but being hurt for what I believe. And I just think it's cool how God uses even things like this to let our hearts know what we need to hear. And so one thing that I've noticed a lot is that the people who seem to have the strongest faiths are the people who, once you talk to them, you find out that they've gone through some of the hardest situations. And coming out stronger from those harder situations is, it's a really difficult thing to do. But if you can do it, it can just do something really incredible. And so I think that's cool. One of my favorite verses from this little section is it's 1 Peter 4, 7. Above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of sins. Offer hospitality to one another without grumbling. Each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. If anyone speaks, they should do so as one who speaks the very words of God. If anyone serves, they should do so with the strength God provides, so that in all things God may be praised through Jesus Christ. And I love that because you hear a lot of people talking about, the gifts that you get and how you use those. But I think it's interesting to see the difference between a Christian and a non-believer, because you are using those gifts to serve a God that it gives a whole new purpose behind what you're doing. And I really love that. And another one that I love is 1 Peter 5:9. Resist the devil, standing firm in the faith, because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of sufferings. And that's just very comforting for me to hear that I'm not the first person to go through something like this. I have brothers and sisters standing right beside me that are going through the same kind of crap that I'm going through. It just helps me feel not so alone. And I love that. That's all. Thank you.